Today's sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
On first down, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Carson will take the handoff out of the option play. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Play action. It's Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once more, Penny. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks will strike first here in this wild card matchup. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throw left side, taken in by Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
On play action, Love to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Love, they go play action now. Now swing pass for Dillon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. they've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 6-0 our score after 1.
Packers nothing.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Love with a give to Dillon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And his pass incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Dillon, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Seahawks 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson fights him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there. Play action this time with Love. And this is going to be incomplete. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. On 3rd down, Love. And able to find Alan Lazard. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed. And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well. Showed it right there. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. Now Jones. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Dillon. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air? I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
but I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers add on to their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
Packers 14, Seahawks 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. final play of the half. Love being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go bootleg. Love. Buying time to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Love from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. After the interception, here's Wilson. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, it's Taylor. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Love back to it here after the pick six. Rolling to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 2nd down now, Dillon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Love from the gun. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
On first down, Carson. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. He'll get 11 yards back on the scramble as it brings up 2nd down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Love now to pass on 1st down. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Love going to give this one to Jones. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. Here's Rodgers now in the jet sweep. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The Seahawks 6-yard line.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Play fake. Here's Love. Out, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Packers have moved out in front. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Lockett the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
I'm coming.
On 2nd and very short, Wilson. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Foyesade Oluokun. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Dillon. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now up to 14.
Seahawks 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Lockett the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. What's that word against them?
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Wilson to throw.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dean Lowry able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next